I'm the Titans right now. Starting with the first pick. Nothing changes. Going Cam Ward. They looked happy the other day at Cam Ward's pro day. Kind of, feeling them out a little bit in good spirits and whatnot.
Well, they had their own Titans broadcast there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had their own Titans broadcast there, but they basically like without alluding to it, were alluding to this is going to be our guy unless he just has a manic attack episode right here on the football field. So they did that, and then today they had their own private workout with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're pretty much zeroing in, which obviously, we're at that process in the draft. So right now, yeah, that's what it's looking like. Cam Ward going number 1. I got number 2. So, right now it's either
keep in mind this is what you think's going to happen based off everything. Yeah, what you think is going to happen based off just the feel and the vibe, and also what's most valued in the draft, the current situation. So,
like I've always kind of had this pitch that like they're saying all these negative things about Shedeur Sanders, but none of it came out of the camps that it needs to come out of. You know what I mean? The only 3 teams that matter, that care about the opinion of Shedeur Sanders, is Tennessee Titans, Cleveland Browns, and the New York Giants. I haven't heard anything about the Giants not liking him, and I never heard anything about Cleveland not liking him. I think they got blessed right here, being able to have the second pick in a draft, have a decent, solid roster, made a few mistakes that they're going to have to pay for in the past. Go ahead and draft the quarterback and hope for the best.
Or like one big mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, trickle down. But yeah, I mean, this is what you got to do. And he is a good fit in Kevin Stefanski's system. I'm not sure. How much do you think Kevin Stefanski had to say so with the Deshaun Watson thing? Do you think the owner just went rogue? What do you think he was saying?
So like now I'm speaking from when he was on the roster. When he was on the roster,
no, on the roster. Before that,
because I'm about to say, because Kevin Stefanski has kind of like spoken out against Deshaun Watson a lot, and he, without throwing anybody under the bus, has basically alluded to the fact that like this is what our brass and this is what our franchise as a whole has decided on. So this is the guy that we're going to trot out there. But if it was him, he would just outright say, yeah, like, nah, we're rocking with Deshaun. That's my guy. Like Pete Carroll, you think if you ask Pete Carroll if Geno Smith is starting, he's ever saying anything I just said? He's like, what do you mean, Geno? Yeah, Geno's starting. Hey, Russ is healthy. Hey, I don't care. Geno's, you know what I mean? Like Geno Smith is really his guy like that. And I don't think that you get that kind of vibe when you talk about Kevin Stefanski and Deshaun Watson. But I feel as if the GM and also the owner are so desperate and hungry for a quarterback, they did what they felt like they needed to do a few years back.
I see. This was a big red flag when it was like reported that they were out of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes at that time, and then he was on board once they gave him the fully guaranteed, unheard of major contracts. Like, bro, he didn't even want to go there, and so y'all sweetened the deal. This feels like it's not going to be worth it. It feels like it's going to blow up in your face, and you're the Cleveland Browns, so of course it blew up in your face.
Right, and then the same thing happened to the New York Jets less than a year and a half later. You know what I mean? Like just when there's just something about some of these teams that they just can't handle that finding the franchise QB situation.
Shit. Well, hopefully the Bears, because they've been one of those, but hopefully the Bears. But anyway, back to the draft. Number 3, my New York Giants. I had to take a little bit of a lay down. I did not want Russell Wilson, to be honest, but I get it. It is what it is. He's good with the deep ball. We re-signed Darius Slayton at, a pretty decent contract. Malik Neighbors, he should be thriving. And, it kind of reminds me of the Kirk Cousins situation without drafting Penix, where it's like, we've had Daniel Jones for 6 years. We're just going to make sure we have this position. Like, all right, Russell Wilson gets hurt because he did get hurt at a certain point with the Steelers. Then we have Jameis Winston. He brings the vibes. He brings the motivation. Cool. Now, if I'm the Giants and Shedeur Sanders is here, though, and you think he could be a franchise quarterback, I'd take him. Jameis Winston's pretty much a career backup at this point. And Russell Wilson, to me, is washed. To a lot of people, he's washed. But in this situation, that's just not the situation. And this move for Russell Wilson feels like they have an inkling that Shedeur's not going to be there. So the way this draft is going right now is kind of perfect with the recent news. And for that reason, we're taking Travis Hunter. Now, although I didn't want Russell Wilson, it was always like a win-win to me. If Shedeur wasn't there, Cam Ward wasn't there, we have the unicorn. Cool. It was kind of a win-win. I would have preferred the quarterback, but to me, you get two positions in one. I do think he'll be able to play it at the next level, and this is the pit. Can't be too mad at it.
Nah, I mean, it's like you said, it's unfortunate, the quarterback situation, but I mean, that's why it's the hardest position to be filled. There's every quarterback draft, there's more times than not, they're bust. There's maybe, if you get lucky, you get 1 to 2 quarterbacks any given year. Sometimes you do get, some of those unicorn drafts where you get about 4 or 5 guys, whatever it was last year. But if you mean to tell me that we got 4 or 5 solid guys last year, then the next batch might be a little shaky. And again, like, that's why I don't know if you remember, but when we first had this conversation where you still had the right to fight for Shedeur, because you didn't have nobody on the football team. You really didn't. My whole thing was, if he's good enough to go 3, then he's good enough to go 2. And it's like that's just kind of one of those things that you can't play with this position like that. And why I'm so thrown off about the hate on Shedeur is like, this got to be a play on making Cleveland just be off of him because they think the rest of the world's off of him, and y'all still take him at 3 because I'm not following.
You're not getting it. And here's the funny part to me, because think about it like this, right? I have Giants fans. I just like you don't like your fan base. I don't like my fan base. My fan base pisses me off. But in terms of how they feel about Shedeur, it's like they think he's just so not worth, like we shouldn't pick him up.
And that might be true.
It can be. It can be.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if everybody's really feeling that way, either this is a crazy smear job, kind of like the CJ Stroud situation.
That was nasty. And nobody talks about
it. Right.
We don't get into that.
Yeah.
That was nasty. About his Wonderlic.
Well, you remember who was getting prepped up real crazy? It was Will Levis.
Will Levis, yeah.
And he was at one point he was supposed to go 1, he was supposed to go 2. Then he drops, and the team that was supposed to select him, if they were hoping that he fell, they passed on him. They're like, yeah, bro, we're good. And they got him. They spent the block and got him with their 2nd round pick. But I mean,
great value, great move. Like, imagine if they got him in the first, then.
Or is it great? Or does it matter? Because they picking a quarterback right now.
It's better than picking them in the first round, though. So
I mean, I agree with that. But like, it's one or the other. It's like, either this cat can't play football, he's not going to be a franchise quarterback, or he's going to. It's just like there's no such thing as a happy medium in this shit, unless again Cleveland gets cute. And they get cute for whatever reason. And again, if that happens, I think the media did their job. That little mold that y'all had in the media, making them fall, making them not sound sexy, so that y'all get them at 2. They did good work. Send them the check.
Yeah, but just to like finish my point though, it's like with my fan base, with the Giants fans, it's like, bro, if Daniel Jones went at 6 and the Raiders were assuming he's not going to be there at 6, would have took him at 6, how can you be that, you know what I mean? Like, after having him for 6 years, after having Daniel Jones since Trump's first administration, bro. I just, whatever.
I mean, like I said, bro, the quarterback position is hard.
Yeah,
That shit is hard. It's hard to, like, you know, and even free agency as a whole, hopefully fan bases can kind of get a general understanding of it now.
No, they have no idea, bro. They have no idea.
But yeah, like I mean, back even in the free agency, since you know you guys have apparently done y'all's contingency plan on if a quarterback isn't able to fall to you, it looks like New England has done the same thing, and they got the contingency plan of Stephon Diggs if they aren't able to, you know, get Travis Hunter as a weapon for Drake May. So, you know, with that being said, I think they're like, damn, well, it would have been nice to have Travis Hunter, someone that could sell some jerseys for like the next 5 years. But, you know, at the same time, this is Mike Vrabel. He would love a pass rusher. And if it was probably like up to him and in his perfect world, it would be all defense in the first round of NFL drafts. So I think he's unfortunately Adol Carter falls into his lap. And that's
what do you mean, unfortunately?
I'm exaggerating. Like, oh no,
yeah.
We had to get Adol Carter. Like, it's ironic because remember when years we always do the hindsight 2020 thing, but I would always tell you that I don't think Micah wouldn't have went first in the draft. They knew if they rushed the passer.
Oh yeah, if you did a redraft, he's definitely on top 5 minimum.
Right, minimum. But he going after the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
And this is the same thing here. I think the quarterbacks and the offensive guys still go before him, but he's the first defensive player on the board, and I don't think that New England cares about it at all.
I gotcha. So this is pretty much where the draft starts. I imagine the top 4
picks. It starts at 3?
I think it starts at 4.
Okay.
I think it starts at 4 because I think it's any variation of these 4.
Okay. Right.
2 to 3 quarterback needy teams, and then it's like, all right, well, we missed out on them, and this is still, we got an elite player, might be the best player in the draft, and it starts here with Jacksonville at 5. And with Jacksonville, this is going to be, I don't think I've seen him mocked here, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility with Evan Ingram being gone. I'm going to go Tyler Warren. Mm-hmm. Now, with the Jags, Evan Ingram had a lot of production with Trevor Lawrence. You could tell the chemistry was really like that. And Trevor Lawrence was really comfortable having that security blanket. And I think you're able to maximize that ceiling of what you've seen out of Trevor Lawrence with Tyler Warren, which to me is a better prospect coming out. And he's younger, and you get to reset that contract.
But he ain't young. He's younger, but he ain't young.
Hey, man, COVID, we can't control COVID, bro. What do you want to do?
He's already 23.
Shit, and Evan Ingram is what?
I'm just saying the reason I love Brock Bowers so much last year.
Evan Ingram is 30, bro. So do you want to pay Evan Ingram, let him go to the Broncos, and then get a better player, a younger player that you don't have to pay? Shit, because Brian Thomas, beast. Love Brian Thomas. But you need more weapons. Lost Christian Kirk. Running options aren't the best.
Oh, they like Cole Strange, though. They got a tight end I forgot about. Yeah, they drafted him in like the second round. Like it's
not Cole Strange or mixing up name. Brenton Strange.
Brenton Strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I just remember
Strange doesn't stop you from. Yeah, but he don't stop you from kind of like the Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers situation. They got Michael Mayer in the second.
Really?
Second or third.
Yeah. All right. No, I feel about tight ends, so I stay away. Good for Tyler Warren, though. Shout out to him.
Oh, yeah. You're thinking about tight ends. You don't think this would be a good spot for him, or are you off Trevor Lawrence? Because that's what I was about to get to, is they got him at the top of the second, bro. 35 35th overall, Michael Mayer. and they still went Brock Bowers with pick 13. So
Yeah.
you saw what he was able to do, just like how there was a resurgence of, all right, running backs, they matter again. Tight ends getting drafted this high, Kyle Pitts.
I think also now we gotta they need to like tight ends. Like there was one of the scouts or whatever, the way that he ranks his tight ends, he ranks them now as like the top inline tight end and like the top quote unquote like pass catching joker Travis Kelce tight end.
Makes sense.
Because even though yes, in name they are tight ends, we know Brock Bowers, he, you know what I'm saying, they was running him like he was Cooper Kupp. And I think he's going to be.
He's still good. He was still good in the run game, though.
No, well, but what I'm saying is, I think he's going to be he's more George Kittle to me than he is Travis Kelce. Which again, you're not mad if you got George Kittle or Travis Kelce in their prime. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, but it is a different tight end. One guy is slotted out, kind of like a joker kind of thing. Doesn't, gets in the way to block. The other guy is like literally an extra lineman ready to maul you. It's just
right.
it's just kind of like Gronk, yeah. And again, if he is that guy, it's definitely valuable. I do think it's valuable, but just wanted to paint the picture of what kind of player he's projected to be in the NFL.
No, I got you. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Trevor Lawrence? Because to me, this pick as well, Tyler Warren at 5, it's like, all right, bro, no more excuses. I don't even remember what you looked like at Clemson. I understand you won that playoff game. Y'all came back against the Chargers, but I still don't know what I'm looking at.
Well,
are you like that or not? Are you? What are we?
Shoot, I'm looking at what the hell, Cleveland, and respectfully, y'all going through it. Shit. We got him. We got him for a deal. It's about to be $65 million a year for a QB.
So you think that Trevor Lawrence and the Tua deal, those are steal deals? Like,
yeah, because and here's my and the reason for this is because me personally, I don't put every single thing on the quarterback. I think the quarterback is part of the football team. He's part of the offense. And again, just like the person we saw win the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts is a good QB. Well, I'll go as far as to even say above average if some people want to call him that. But he's not nothing too crazy, nothing real special. But now defense is solid, O-line is good, running game is good. We're calling the right plays at the right time. He's saving us. He's helping us out. We helping him out. It's a team. It's cohesive. And
yeah, but with Jalen Hurts, you can't forget what he does with his legs, though.
Well, Trevor Lawrence could do that too. What I'm trying to say is, if they build a good team around Trevor Lawrence, he'll be fine. If they do what they need to do and build a solid football team around him, not miss on first overall picks and picks in blue chip drafts and all of these things, because we talk that ain't on Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? Like you can agree with that part, that aspect of it. That's not on him.
Yeah, that's not on him. So let me paint this picture for you. So they bring in Liam Cohen. You like that pickup?
Love it. Love it. He's gonna have a run game going crazy up there.
Okay, so Trevor Lawrence is healthy, and let's say they have a good draft. It doesn't have to be Tyler Warren here at 5, but they just have a good draft. They get Brian, and you have Brian Thomas. I know you like Brian Thomas too.
The pick hits. You're just saying the pick hits, right?
The pick hits. Then and they're not challenging for the division in, I'd say, a bottom 2, bottom 3 division. Then what are we saying about this guy, Sunshine?
Well, again, because all right, so we're saying their defense is solid. The defense is above average, and they're getting them off the field.
Yeah, because if they hit on these draft picks, you have Josh Hines Allen there, you have Trevon Walker there. They got some pieces on defense. And if you just you sprinkle a little bit more to the draft,
it would be the proof would be in the pudding. I'm not gonna like. But
you would bet against that though.
Yeah, I'm good. Like if I had Trevor Lawrence as even if there was no Dak Prescott, he was gone, and Trevor Lawrence is the franchise quarterback now, whatever. It'd be the same conversations I'd be having.
Okay.
It's like I don't think that these guys need to be spectacular all world Pat Mahomes, but we need to put some shit around them. You know what I mean?
I mean, I agree with that. I
Like,
agree with that.
yeah. So like at the end, that's all I'm trying to say. When it comes to it's like what I was saying about Tua last year. Look, bro, it's easier to talk about how trash he is, but you don't know how bad the quarterbacks that we don't get to see on Sunday are at football. Like,
and you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that, Austin? You get a glimpse of the casual seeing that once a backup has to come in, and then the backup of the backup has to come in. But it kind of rolls off the shoulder after that. And
well, they like the backup. You gotta remember, everybody likes the backup.
No, I'm saying when the backup is being trash, when the backup is so trash where it's like, damn, it makes the starter we don't like look really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not even I'm not even trying to like when I'm talking about y'all, I'm not trying to bash what y'all are doing right now.
You're good.
But it's good. like the Pittsburgh Steelers, like fucking who else? Kind of Cleveland, because Deshaun Watson is hurt. Like they're looking around, scrambling, hoping that Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers having teams by the balls in 2025 is crazy, dog. But that's just the nature of the position. At 41 years old, there's still maybe 15 motherfuckers out there that can do it better than him.
Bro, think about it. Joe Flacco brought these niggas to the playoffs.
Right.
And I feel like he's about to have a job still by the end of free agency.
I mean, probably. But you know what I'm saying? Like this shit it's hard. I mean, I know we praise the stars and all that, but you got to get one that can just function with an offense, work with an offense, and build around them. Brian Thomas is a good place to start. You know what I mean? Maybe get
and Tyler Warren too.
But if that's how you want to play it, get Tyler Warren too. And because, like I just said,
so I sold you on the pick. You like the pick. You like the pick of 5. You got your boy Trevor Lawrence or Brian Thomas. It's up. I'm up in that division. Yeah,
I'm with whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Liam Cohen, I saw what he did when he picked up Graham Barton for them and Bucky Irvin, and he started to make it shake. So I'm sure he could do something with Tyler Warren. You know what I mean?
I got Bucky Irvin. Okay.
Yeah, right. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like the Jaguars could revamp their entire running back position in this draft. Not even selecting one with this pick, you know what I mean? But like they can get one in the 3rd and get another one in the 5th and kick Etienne and Bigsby out to the curb and run it. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. By the way, Etienne brother in this draft. What's his name? Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor Etienne. He's in this draft. Yeah. I mean it's a bad time for him to come out with how deep the position is right now for the draft. But pick 6, bro.
Pick six. The human pinball machine. You know, human joystick. No Diddy. Genty. You know, I don't know if y'all the people that listen to this probably don't know. Remember Maurice Jones-Drew, but it's like this cat is like Maurice Jones, like the modern day version of Maurice Jones-Drew, and it's just crazy how he breaks tackles and. It's the wildest thing to watch. And Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, one thing that they do is they run it. They run it for almost 30, 40 decades. They've been doing this and they've been running the football. So they don't mind getting a runner, and they already secured their quarterback. So I can see them picking up Genty here. And yeah, we rolling with Brock Bowers, Genty, and Geno with a little bit of Jacoby on the outside.
Yo, you know what this makes me think of, bro? This kind of feels like what the Falcons were trying to do, but a better version of it. Kind of.
The Falcons tried. They be trying. It just doesn't work out for them sometimes. But it's like they be trying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know, that's the thing about the draft too. It's like, I saw what you were trying to do there, but it's just like
personnel. Hey, maybe they need like a Tom Brady in the building to help out with some of the selections and whatnot.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes it just need to fall your way. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it just doesn't work out. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate what Oakland's doing there, and we'll see. I'm like, again, I probably don't believe as much in them as much as the franchise do, but I think that they believe in Oakland. Like I think they for sure are like, yo,
It's Vegas now, bro. You're showing your age.
Oh yeah, Vegas. Yeah, they definitely they could do something out there in Vegas.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. Yeah, Ashton Genty. If you're a Raiders fan, you're probably getting tired of this. Get used to it. And if you're a Raiders fan, you're happy, and maybe you're a little bit worried that the Patriots might take them now, depending on what happens. But I think you're pretty safe there. With the Jets, just brought in Justin Fields, getting off the Aaron Rodgers situation. Aaron Glenn there now, an adult in the room. Well, not saying Robert Saleh wasn't an adult, but he's laying down the hammer when it came to the whole Aaron Rodgers situation, how they want to conduct their business. And I think as the defensive mind he is, I think this is a perfect spot for Mason Graham. You pair him with Quinnen Williams in the middle, and you just wreak havoc through there. And, you make defense, you put a flag down on defense. I think he's a perfect fit right here. I think they're happy right here. I wouldn't be surprised, too, if after the first year of these rookies, like we go into 2026, best defender, defensive rookie of the year potential, in my opinion.
All right. We'll see. So where we at now? We're at the
so pick 8.
Yeah. So for the Panthers, again, it seems as if their brass has been pretty heavy on considering defense, which is position. A lot of times connecting Mikael Williams and Jalen Walker, the Georgia defensive players, to him. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that they go ahead and draft Mikael. Is that his name? Mikael Walker?
Mikael Williams.
Mikael Williams. Yeah. Jalen Walker.
Both in Georgia.
He's funny. He wore number 11. The guys now, the linebackers in college now, it's all over the place. They wear number 11. And but yeah, he's their hybrid linebacker, pass rusher. For real, even look in this draft, and that go to all the schools. They were.
Hey, bro, that's what's his name? Fucking Abdul Carter's number. So it's just you got to remember, like we were a part of y'all getting Micah Parsons, so it hits different with Kadarius Toney not having a team.
Well, it goes back to you got to hit on these picks. But yeah, I think they go Mikael Williams here, versatile player, can play off the edge, can play inside linebacker. So probably maybe one of those people that go ahead and play linebacker for a second down, and then pass rushing situations, goes ahead, pins his ears back, tries to generate a pass rush for him since they donated Brian Burns to you guys last year.
It's a great donation. I think he's gonna be great this year. All right, so for the Saints, I really hate picking for the Saints.